This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Hey. How you guys doing?
Hi Matt, how are you?
You release the will-o-wisps back into the
Hi
swamp.
John.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hey, you know.
We solved the rotary phone of doom.
Yep.
Nice.
And
it only took a whole episode.
we were a little too angry to listen to what JRD was saying afterwards. But some sort of thing opened up in the bottom.
We got a scroll.
Can we just call him J-Rod?
Yeah, we can call him J. We can call him J-Rod.
I still haven't slept because it's the same day. Although I don't remember all of the events of the last few moments.
Episode.
So it's possible I got a little bit of involuntary sleep here and
All
there.
right. Well, here's what'll perk you up. We're going to answer some questions for Glory. So put that dislike in now so we can
Shove
get to
that right in your craw.
All right. Hey! Idris asks, hey, question for Glory? Or sorry, there is an exclamation.
Questions for glory.
Glory.
Crow.
You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a sense of sorrow, longing, and unfulfilled desires as you near the lake. The briny lake seems to draw you towards it.
Do we need to talk to her again?
Hello.
Yeah.
What can I do for you today? Besides drowning you in the water.
Oh, good. Right.
So we're supposed to be able to, like, save her, basically, but,
You certainly have had a time of it here in Mordavia. Still, you can handle it. I'm sure of it.
Well, we got to save her because we got to marry her one day, right?
So, how's the...
it's not going to go so well if that's our plan, but...
That's our plan. That's my...
Being undead is not
There
so
is
bad.
no
I
other
don't have
plan.
to worry about getting old, after all.
Come on. I'm into this.
She's an undead lake lady?
Yeah.
Has she had her tetanus shot?
Hey, we don't know. We don't know anything about her. This is why we need to go on dates.
All right.
You know? I'm not
Like
saying
a
we should marry her right
Garlic and
away.
avocado. Ooh, yuck.
Oh, garlic and avocado is fantastic.
What are you talking? Yeah, peace out. You don't like my sandwiches? Fine.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
See you later, lady.
Deal breaker.
Question for Glory from Idris. Hey, regarding vampire shitting blood, it made me think of the old viral sensation, my anus is bleeding!
Rejected by
Yeah.
Don Hertzfeld, yep.
Oh, a classic. What internet viral sensation from your early interactions with the internet inspired or shocked you the most?
Oh, yeah, I can answer
Shocked me the most. I mean, I had a friend that exposed me to Goatsy early on, so, you know, that's,
You definitely
Accidentally seeing Goatsy is sort of a rite
you're
of
getting
passage.
tired.
Yeah.
I got shown Two Girls, One Cup.
I wish I
and
could
that-
say it was accidental.
that-
That was malicious.
You got 2 girls, 1 cup?
Someone showed me that, and it literally stripped away my... I felt ill for a long time.
Your innocence?
You knock after several
It
was
minutes,
not
a return to
no
innocence.
response to your knock.
Yeah.
You guess
So, funny story. I got sent a link
Wow, so
called
exhausting.
Necrobabes.
Oh, fuck.
Referred to a few episodes back for the story about Necrobabes.
That was shocking, but I think I really, I was one of the original guys who was on the "You're the man now, dog" train back in those days.
Actually,
gifts with sound.
Does anyone remember somethingawful.com?
Absolutely.
you awaken
Yes,
as the
still
sun
around.
begins to rise.
Am I thinking of that, or am I thinking of...
Are you thinking of
No,
Style
I'm thinking
Project?
of rotten.com.
Oh
Rotten
yeah,
Rotten.
That was
Rotten
that was not a
Style Project, which eventually became Cam Whores, which I think eventually became Bad Dragon Cams or Cam or whatever.
Yeah,
like
Broughton.com
FARC and
was something at lunchtimes when you're in the library at high school. People would access, and that was pretty fucking grim.
Yeah.
There's this picture of John
Nothing like a
Matuzak,
good
the
breakfast
guy
to
who
get you
played
off to a good
Sloth
start
from
in
the
the morning.
Goonies. And he's wearing only a blanket and not enough of it.
Oh, no.
And there was this kind of event that took place in my first job in Charlottetown.
werewolf
I had this
trap
coworker,
has ended.
Ramon, and the object of this
Since you have
particular
found
game
and rescued
was to get Ramon to
I
see
have
this image as
rejoiced
often as
you
possible in
success.
his life.
It seems it was not a werewolf
So
after
you
all.
might print it out and
Only
hide it
the
among his
peasant ears
things.
were for nothing.
But when they told me about it, Ramon was my senior artist. So what I would do is I would get him to review. I was doing like Photoshop sprite animations, and I would get a bunch of like GIFs together, and I would upload them as an Imgur album. And like, I'd send him like,
You say
15
hello?
links to look through,
You're
and the
a
fifth
very
one would be
polite
that image.
person. Perhaps I should learn some manners from you for dealing with strangers.
He didn't know I was in on it yet, so he was very hurt.
Very.
It was a real betrayal of trust.
That's awesome.
The early days of the internet, man.
Yeah.
Generic MP4.
MP4? It's a video?
MP4.
Oh,
Wow.
that's right. It would have been MP3. You're right. I'm sorry.
Like how you're gonna go in and change it. Wave.
Now you're cooking with gas.
There we go. Can I play this on my real player, or is that not?
No, it'd be
Would
when
that be... No,
Sound
that would be
recorder.
RM, wouldn't it? Or
sound
RA?
recorder.
Oh, I
What was the
don't
file
remember.
format for real audio?
RM,
Yep.
wasn't it?
The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east.
Real player.
I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now.
It was RA, but it was also RM.
Yeah, RA for audio, RM for movie, right?
Got it.
Or RV for real video.
Oh.
It was all of them.
I remember I had Raccoons and the Lost Star on real media, a real movie file.
Yeah. You got what you could back then.
You did.
I remember watching the trailer for Batman and Robin.
Honor has been gone for a long
movietrailers.com.
time. I
Yeah.
have been looking for her for so very long. I do not know what has become of my honor.
Everybody's mouth I hate.
At least most of
your
his is
mouth.
obscured with a mustache.
Yeah, I still hate it. Yeah, I still hate it.
Hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of stuff. Also, if a vampire shits blood, is it cause for concern or normal? I think we covered this one, but maybe we didn't. I think we agreed, right, that like if a vampire shitting blood, that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine.
Probably. One would assume.
That's normal.
Doesn't seem like it would be cause for alarm.
When you
Oh,
drink
shit.
blood,
If a vampire shits at all, you'd think it would shit blood or very, very dark shit.
yeah, like I would be concerned.
It would be the
If-
kind of shit that you would go to the doctor if you shat.
Yeah, but like I
Ah.
think I would be concerned if a vampire was shitting actual food. Honestly.
Oh my god,
true.
I realize now I've never considered this aspect of vampires until right this minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
That if
I mean,
they shat, it would be all blood.
Wouldn't they just piss?
Well, there's nutrients and
Ah,
other stuff like
shoot.
that in blood.
Yeah, there'd
It's not
be
just liquid.
You'd piss out a lot of plasma, but you'd still have the horrible pulpy sludge. You'd have to get
Ah,
that out somehow.
God, that's so disgusting.
Yeah, I mean it coagulates, right? Yeah, there's a whole lot of proteins and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Shitting
So
like
gross.
a vampire stealing time.
Yeah, man, that'd be hard. Oh,
Hopefully it
it's
wouldn't be hot.
Garçon.
Hopefully it'd be sludgy at worst.
Greetings and welcome to our camp.
Uh-oh.
You are a stranger no longer.
Whoa.
When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now. I will take you to the leader.
How do you
of
feel
our
about
camp.
his mouth, Matt?
I think
now
you know.
have a Wookiee life bond with you.
I think you know how I feel about his mouth there, Lewis.
Okay. Oh, here comes the
So,
fortune.
you are the one my
teller.
son spoke of. You saved his life.
Yeah, we'll go with that, sure.
You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage.
Yeah, I got a sword and a spell and a bunch of
We
save
just
games.
I'm a
I'm fine.
hero, you
for
know.
Davy, and I believe we will owe you for things to come.
Yes, I
Oh.
do send invoices.
Welcome. I am the fortune teller.
Hi.
Oh, shit.
I will teach you a
Hi.
spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again. I think you will find this most useful in your questing.
I needed that spell.
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Wow.
Now, let us learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
Could you imagine
I don't
if you
know.
had,
I was told to come here.
for a day, John
Oh
Rhys
my,
Davies, or sorry,
for an
J-Rod narrating
outsider,
your
You
life?
are most polite.
Yeah, I am. You want to hear about my adventures? First I'll tell you about the
You
gnome.
tell about the gnome and his problems.
Interesting. Baba Yaga has returned only recently to this valley. We have had scent of her to the far south. But the path to her hut is blocked by magic. You will need to find a way past that magical barrier.
No problem.
Just like recently, I watched Nobody, and now like when she's talking about, it, I'm just imagining you going into like the chicken-legged hut, and it's just John Wick in there. Baba Yaga. He's not the boogeyman. He's the one you send to kill the boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
You tell about how you got here.
I
The
walked.
dark cave? You escaped from there? Ah, you are very powerful and lucky. I would guess that a summoning spell went wrong. That cave interferes with all magic around
There
here.
are a lot of sphincters.
But it is best not to speak of that cave. Someone brought you here for some unknown purpose. Most interesting.
Cool. Cool.
You tell the gypsies your name.
We are honored to know your name.
Whatever it
It's
is.
a good name. A strong name. You bear it well.
I'm not sure if you bear Questibert well is a compliment.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to think who voices the Garçon dude.
Oh.
You can call me Davy.
Oh, do I
Names
have
are
to?
very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly.
Is it also
It's
Davy?
David. It's David. but
David! Is it David? God damn it!
Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you.
Hot!
And if you say
I
their
reckon
true
that's the
name
guy that
backwards, they get banished into the negative zone or whatever in DC Comics.
I reckon that's the guy that does Leonardo in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, this is Cam Clark. He does a number of voices in the game.
Ah.
He was also Old Man Nikolai that we talked to in town a minute ago.
Uh-huh. I see.
We are roving traders. Our home is our wagon and campfire. We would have left this valley long ago if the flooding had not washed away the road and filled the mountain pass with swamp.
It sucks, eh?
The road from the town used to lead to the pass to the southwest. That was the only way in and out of this valley.
Well, shit.
The swamp is an ill place, and we gypsies stay far from it.
Nice.
In the way of the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
We gypsies are not werewolves. We are shapeshifters. We take on the form of wolves for hunting.
This is a
Right,
lot
like
to
werewolves.
unpack. Yeah. This is a lot to unpack.
It's fine
It's
that you're
voluntary.
werewolves.
That's the difference.
Got nothing against werewolves, but you know who else turns into a wolf to hunt?
Borrowing some corn
werewolf.
from the corn stalks outside the town when the burgomeister and some townsmen came from the gate. I moved behind the corn stalks to stay out of their way. They looked to be heading to the graveyard. Then one of them pointed at me and shouted, and suddenly they all grabbed me. I had no chance to run. I had no idea what was going on. I knew gypsies were disliked in the village, but I did not know we were so feared.
It was the two Jack Nicholsons. They're the ones that hated you.
Yep. And the Rodney Dangerfield.
And the Rodney Dangerfield.
Ah.
Oh, God.
Must have been
There
my
are
ex-wife.
many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily.
Shit.
She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there. Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
I hear that. I love food, too.
Oh, that's wild.
That's wild.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death, and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful. I will read your fortune in the cards, if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value. But I warn you, no future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life.
See, she's adding the proper amount of stuff. Like a word here and there. They're not changing the whole goddamn script.
Yeah,
like some
right?
people.
They're
You
not
think, like,
ad-libbing the whole damn thing. Like,
they
you've got a
gave John-
3-line
they gave-
long line, and they're like, I'm just going to talk for 2 minutes.
What?
I think like
I'm
they
sure
gave John
he-
Rhys
sorry, he
Davies the
continues.
script
No,
and he just
we'll get
looked
it in
at
the
it
tape in the recording.
and then looked up at them and went, no.
Well, here's the thing. I think you missed the episode
You
where the
missed
towns.
those episodes, yeah.
You missed the episode where the townspeople were going on about the gypsy in the cell, and they were horrible. All three of them were
I
just
was here for
terrible.
that.
Where they were doing all like they were going off script.
Yeah, it was like
in
two Jacks
big
and a
bad
Christian.
ways.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah, and well, a Jack, a Christian Slater, and a Rodney Dangerfield, and they were going way off script, like way off script.
They were just shotgunning the text full of anachronisms.
Yes, it was so bad. I couldn't believe it. But this one,
Her description of her fortune telling is very non-committal. It's something that could happen if you do the things it would take to make that thing happen.
She's like a real fortune teller.
whoa. Let's give her some fucking silver, man.
Give her some silver, man. Well, okay, we'll get our fortune told next time, because I think we're out of time.
Okay.
This is a good
hey,
cliffhanger to make
we
you
answered
wait
some
for.
questions for Glory. Yeah. Last question for Glory. We're going to do one next week that we missed in May.
Well, why don't we
God.
hit that, because that's been a long time coming.
All right. This is from Lord Senile. I'm sorry we fucked that up, okay? I'm
This
sorry.
is where the dislikes have been coming from.
Yeah, it's just like every episode where we don't answer his question. Bonk. That's why he watches, though.
More than a quarter since the question was posed. So.
All right. Have you considered branching out into adventure games from other companies? For instance, Magnetic Scroll Mondays. They made some pretty weird games. There's one where you play a secret multi-dimensional agent in a fish dimension. That sounds wild. It's wild.
Whoa.
They're mostly text with the occasional nice picture, so it'd be good fit for taking over. Or Text Adventure Tuesdays for general text adventures. Or Westwood Wednesdays. Oh, Westwood. Or, I know LucasArts doesn't make itself ready with a rhyme for a weekday, but since you're mostly Canadian, you could get away with LucasArts Lundi. Maybe. So, have we considered that?
Nope.
We have actually. If you dig deep into the archives, before we even started doing Serious Sunday in our first year, I had Silent Sundays, where it was just me recording a commentary-less recording of a game, and I got a ways into the modded version of the original Monkey Island Special Edition, where you can play the game in the old graphics with the talkie VO. And I played it for a little while. I didn't complete the game. We kind of moved over into Serious Sundays after that. And Serious Sunday, as a series, went on for maybe 2 years or something like that before we dropped it altogether. Other series, we did Wet SNES Days every Wednesday for quite a while. I think the last Wet SNES Day we did was probably R.D. Lightfoot, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a brief interlude where we did a few, when we introduced Alex to the show, when we brought him on at first with Wario's Woods, and we got about 13 episodes of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yeah.
But for adventure games, because that seems to kind of be our bread and butter, I definitely want to do some of the LucasArts adventures as we go on down the way. Although LucasArts adventures, not that it's a knock against them, generally speaking, it's a good thing, do have VO in them. And I think we shine even more when Matt has the opportunity to do the voices for the characters. So some of the other more old school adventure games that didn't have VO might actually be better. One thing I had actually thought about doing a little bit as well is before I got into game development professionally, I was in the indie gaming scene, and there's a video game development engine called Adventure Game Studio. And there's a lot of adventure games made using it.
There's some good ones there.
Yeah, like if you're familiar with Wajit Eye and the Blackwell series.
All the Blackwell games. Those are good.
Techno Babylon, all of Grundislav Games' games. Francisco Gonzalez, and I think I just named Techno Babylon a minute ago. Gemini Rue. All of those games are made in AGS. So basically the modern adventure game renaissance is because of that video game engine. And I was a pretty active member of the community back in the day. But there was a series of games called Reality on the Norm, which was supposed to be a adventure game studio sort of learner's playground. Anyone could make a game. It would become instantly canon. And it was just like there was massive packs of assets that you could use to make games in this setting. And as such, it is a really weird and surreal series, but they did manage to establish and keep running some, a pretty decent canon for quite a while. So it might be interesting to play some of the Ron games as well at some point. But yeah.
And I know, we eventually, we want to play the Crimson Diamond.
Absolutely, yeah. We're you're probably listening, unless you've already given up on the episode, and we wouldn't blame you. But Julia Minamata, a friend of the show, is an independent game creator who I think also uses AGS, and she's creating an EGA text parser mystery adventure inspired by the Laura Bow series called Crimson Diamond. Check it out online. I think it's already on Steam if you want to check it out. Not playable yet. It hasn't been released to this point, but I was hoping when we do the Laura Bow series that we could bring her on as a guest commentator and play her game if it was ready by then.
So she's she's always very active doing she's talking about the kind of stuff that she does to work on her game, and it's fascinating stuff, but I'm really trying not to spoil it because I really want to go in without knowing a super amount. Yeah. We talk a fair amount, and I'm also a patron of hers on Patreon. Go and become a Patreon of Julia to help the development of the game. But and I get Christmas cards and stuff like that because I'm a patron, not because I'm a good friend or anything like that. We barely actually talk these days, but we had even said I made the offer, and I imagine she's still into it. So, look forward to that. Hopefully. She's busy.
Look forward to Matt on tiptoes.
Man,
she also has a Twitch channel where she does active development that you can watch. So.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things too. If we play it, I wonder if she'll join us.
I'm really gonna. So.
Then I'm going to have to watch the voices.
Nah, it'll be fine. We can record it and say if she wants to keep any of them, we can give her the raw recordings.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have thought about playing other games, but the problem, the thing is that if you go back in our channel, we used to have a release every day, and then just we just got busy.
Life happens.
Yeah, we all just sort of became more and more busy with jobs and life and all that shit. And God, I think is your daughter younger or older than the show? Because I feel like that might have been a contributing factor to you becoming more busy than you were.
When did we start? We started in November of
2015.
Of 15? Yeah, she was born in January of 2015. So. Okay. She is older, but not by much.
We used to do a lot of shows. Every once in a while, I'll jump in and pitch something new, and most of the time people are like, "Yeah, well, that sounds great. Let's think about it." And then very little comes of it, generally speaking. We're committed to Sierra Saturday, and we'll probably get back into a more regular recording schedule. Alex and I are working on a game that is probably going to be announced soon. So, maybe eventually that'll calm down a little bit, and we'll have a little bit more time to devote to recording. But in the meantime, we're kind of running a reduced schedule to the 2 episodes a week that we do right now.
Yeah. So, we do want to get back into it. But, things are busy. Things are crazy. I mean, we're lucky to have everybody here every week, honestly. Mm-hmm. So, Andrew's gone... doing things. He's just doing things. He's busy. So, but anyway, we'll get back to it. But yeah, we really thank you guys for sticking in there, even if you, even if it's intolerable sometimes.
So to answer your question, no, we haven't really considered it.
We've considered it. We haven't put much effort into it.
Yeah. We can barely get this one out, but yeah, we love our diehards. You know who you are.
You could call it LucasArts Lunchtimes.
LucasArts Lunchtimes.
Perfect.
We'll stream them at lunch, and then we'll delete them.
LucasArts Lunch Hour.
The LucasArts Lunch Hour. That sign means it's time to go. Okay, everyone, bye.
Bye.
Well, I fucked up the word sound, so I decided I'm just going to run with it and fuck up all the words from this point on. That's how you do it.
That was a behind the scenes peek at Matt's weird voice.
Yeah, because I don't think before I speak.
It's a beautiful gift.
It's a curse for sure. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Bye. Be good to each other. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
And get some sleep.
Well, stick and stay.
Stick and stay.
Like a Nerf dart, except permanent.
Or don't.